Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Societal Narcissism. No contribution with this video. Before I get to the content, please go to the link in the description box and watch over on Rumble. I'm still monetized there, and it'll help out with the channel. So I wasn't planning on doing a video today. My calf has been throbbing, absolutely just throbbing. So I just tried to take it easy. But of course, I'm on X, and scrolling around, and I come across this, and I've been talking about how Europe and the UK especially is about 50 years ahead of the United States in the narcissism epidemic, meaning they're 50 years further down the rabbit hole. So, this account, Wu-Tang is for the children, one of the dumbest, most idiotic accounts you ever seen in your life. Like, just everything is just, you wonder, like, didn't they take the lead out of the paint chips a long time ago? Like, how is this possible? But, it exists, with 272,000 followers. Whew. So for those of you who haven't been following along, JD Vance is over in the UK, and he's been getting in on these allies of ours, these first world allies, our best friends, about what's been going on with the censorship and arresting people for thought and prayer and their speech. It's been like completely out of hand over there. So he's over there now, and this is what this dumbass account posts. JD Vance said the UK has no free speech, so this van is now cruising Cotswold area, waiting for his arrival, where he's renting an $11,000 a week manor for another family vacation. It's like, okay, and they're driving around with the fat, bald JD Vance meme, trying to prove, yes, we do have freedom of speech because we're allowed to criticize the American vice president, as if that has ever been even out of the norm in the UK. Like, that has even been in question in the UK. They're literally doing the Reagan joke. Which Reagan joke? This Reagan joke.
I don't know whether you know it or not, but I have a new hobby. I am collecting stories that I can actually prove are told among the Russian people. They make them up themselves, they tell them between themselves, reveals they got a great sense of humor, and they've also got a little cynical attitude about things in their country. And one of these stories, the one I'm going to tell you, I told to General Secretary Gorbachev, and he laughed. The story was an American and a Russian arguing about their two countries, and the American said, look, in my country I can walk into the Oval Office, I can pound the president's desk and say, Mr. President, I don't like the way you're running our country. And the Russian said, I can do that. The American said, you can? He says, yes. I can go into the Kremlin, to the General Secretary's office, pound his desk and say, Mr. General Secretary, I don't like the way President Reagan's running his country.
Congratulations. Like, you're literally the definition of what the Soviet Union was. Like, you're a literal Soviet joke. Oh my God, we're making fun of the Vice President of the United States in the UK. Woo. Ooh, we're breaking ground. And here's the thing. Here's how you know they're out of touch. Like, that you guys over in the UK and in Europe, you guys are getting much different propaganda from your news about who MAGA is and what's going on over here. Because they see this. They see an altered fat picture of JD Vance, And because they don't know, they think that that meme is a slam. It's not. MAGA loves that meme. We love that meme. I believe that meme was created by a MAGA person in the first place. I don't remember the exact story about it, but MAGA loves that meme. JD Vance loves that meme. He thinks it's friggin' hilarious. He shared it. He thinks it's hilarious. That's not a dunk. It's not a dunk. It's hilarious. That's a MAGA meme, and they're driving around on a truck trying to prove that they have free speech. They think they're making fun of Jay by making fun of the American vice president, and they're not. Not only are they proving that, have they proven that they've been taken over by communists fully, they've proven that they're so cut off that they don't understand that that's a MAGA meme that they're trying, that JD Vance has seen this meme, has shared this meme, likes this meme, has no problem with it. It's the same issue. Let me switch back. Hold on, it's not going to keep driving it. Oh, wait a minute. No, I did want to show the original, because this is posted from John Daniel. If the UK really had free speech, there would be vans driving around making fun of Muhammad or criticizing Hamas and the Palestinians or protesting the government's immigration policies. But Britain does, or Ireland. But Britain doesn't actually have free speech, which is why you don't see those vans. Exactly. You see any vans protesting Israel? But the American vice president, that's the dunk. This is the delusion. And they don't know because, in their sociopathic, narcissistic thinking, all they see is an altered picture and think, oh, I can taunt him with this. Like I said, everything they do is taunting. It's the same issue that's going on with South Park right now. These ridiculous Trump episodes, okay, fine. You could accept it if you could have said one thing about Biden. Like, he didn't even caricature him in any way. Him, Pelosi, Kamala being drunk, him shitting himself in front of the Pope. You got nothing to say? You got nothing to say. And then they jump right back on Trump. And he doesn't really take the bait. They call the show kind of irrelevant because at this point they're going to make themselves that. And now what's really making it, now they're in between, they're taking all this time in between episodes. And it's like, what's up with that? And I think I might know. This is just, it's a guess. But before I'll get back to that. The Charlie Kirk Cartman episode and JD Vance, they're thinking that they're all going to get upset and be mad, and they're not. They're laughing at it. And it's almost like, well, why aren't you madder? Like, because we see the hypocrisy. Like, the show isn't even, like, if it was at least original or funny. See, the reason why, and I think this is why they're having so many problems, why it's taking so long in between episodes. The reason why they're making fun of Trump dick, like, again, like, how fucking original. What else they got to make fun of him about right now? See, I think they start writing an episode and they get involved, and then Trump does something because he's like basically has a win every day lately. Sorry, but that's what's been going on. And it fucks up their episode. Now they can't. Now they can't have any. If they know if they keep going, whatever it was. Oh shit, we're going to look like idiots again. Lose all credibility. We can't. And I think they have to go back to square one. That's just a guess. So they're like, what is the dick like? What else do they got? What else do they got? He keeps winning on everything. On everything. He's now like, He's just getting win after win after win on these appellate decisions, shutting down money, shutting down, the immigration. It's win after win after win. Taking over Washington, D.C., it's win after win. And it's being ruled that it's constitutional. They think as long as all they have to do is taunt you to win an argument, to win a debate, to shut you down. And once you let them know that the taunting doesn't work and you taunt them back, and that's when they lose their freaking minds. Or when you lean into it and you just go with it. Like when Vance saw his South Park character, he's like, finally I made it. Oh, now we're relevant. They clap back on X. Yeah, your butt hurt. You obviously wanted the vice president to have some kind of meltdown and Charlie Kirk to have some kind of meltdown. They thought it was funny. That was pretty good. It's a good character. What did you want? Charlie Kirk made it his avatar. Made it his profile pic. That's what oh, they're just acting like it. No, sorry. Nobody's going to lose their mind because it's lame. It's just taunting. That's all it is. But you're noticing how long the show keeps getting delayed. They only got 2 episodes, and it looks like the 3rd episode is going to be another Trump episode. I guess $1.5 billion will do that. But they saw this coming when they apologized to Man Bear Pig, Al Gore, for climate change. I think there was a 2 or 3 episode series. So what are you saying? That climate change is real? That honestly, that was the episode. We're sorry, and they had to sign a contract with Satan to stop Man Bear Pig. That was the representation of Al Gore's representation of climate change. Man Bear Pig is real, and I think they had to sign a that was years ago. That was pre-Trump. These guys have kind of been showing, look, when they started, I think they were very right-wing, and I think in their heart they are, but money, I guess that kind of money. What are you going to do with $1.5 billion? What's the difference between having $50 million and $1.5 billion? All right, I get it. But what? If you're running a corporation, that's one thing. But to make a cartoon? For all the bitching people make about what CEOs make, and yeah, it's exorbitant and it's disgusting. How come nobody $1.5 billion? Nobody says anything about Howard Stern's $1 billion contract or whatever it was. The entertainment people, what these movie stars make, really? Oh, well, they gross a lot of money. Okay. It's worth $50 million per movie for some of these actors. 20 million, 30, whatever they're making. To act like you're someone else for 90 minutes? All right. Nobody questions that, though. So, all right. I'm going to leave it there. But I feel bad for the UK. I wonder what happened to... I still have a lot of European subscribers, but I had a lot that I used to talk to about politics that were very, 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 very right-wing. They're probably terrified right now. I mean... Again, to imagine that this is a dunk. Americans are going to see this and think dude, we're laughing. How sheltered are you? It's literally the Reagan Soviet joke. I can walk in there and tell the Secretary General, I don't like the job Reagan's doing. Yeah, no shit. No shit. And they paid for this. Somebody's paying for this. Wow. All right, everybody. A couple of the shoplifting videos are starting to pick up, so maybe that'll help get some traction on the channel as well. Again, it's been slow for a while, so hopefully it picks up. I'm still working on the Chasing Amy review. I got a lot of editing to do on that, and I'm trying not to make it a 3.5 hour epic. I really am. But I could use some narcissism stories. I could use some sponsors. I could, just, whatever you guys can do. Understand it is what it is. So, again, I wasn't planning on doing a video tonight, so sorry if I'm a little rambly. But, all right. So I will be back tomorrow. I do got some stuff. And I will say this. Watching the older videos somehow triggers the videos to start being recommended again, I notice, because I'll do a review and then it seems like the older videos will be popping into some people's feeds again. All right, so maybe I'll just keep going with some of those older videos as well. So, all right, we'll leave it there. Let me know. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do to either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to subscribe to both channels on Rumble. If you haven't watched over on Rumble, please do. Even a click helps. Follow me on X and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.